And our prayer line has always been available 24/7 for over 37 years now. And a lot of people avail themselves of that. They call and they say, would you pray with me? And we love to have that available, and it's also thanks to your support. And the person who directs what we call our care center, where the prayer lines come in, is Diana Morgan. And Diana, thanks for joining me today.
You're welcome. It's my pleasure.
I have to admit right off the top, Diana, I'm a little bit distracted because you have this piece of pink in your hair, and knowing you're not the type of person that kind of goes out on the edge like that and does something to her hair. What's the story behind it?
That's right. Well, as many people know, next month is National Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and a couple of our colleagues and many of our family, our friends, and so many of our callers are dealing with cancer of some type or another, whether it's breast cancer or we have brain cancer, like lung cancer, so many different cancers. So a few days ago, I thought I wanted to bring an awareness to that, and this is kind of an interesting way. It starts dialogue, it starts conversation.
And you were saying
because
that
of me, because it's not my personality, it starts conversation.
Well, you've been
as well.
saying every time you get up in the morning, you look in the mirror, that you're reminded you're going to pray for those that you know and love who are dealing with that.
And I do right at that moment. I look in the mirror and I see that. It's a visual reminder, which is important to me, because visual reminders help me to remember. And so then I pray for my colleagues by name, and then those who I know that have cancer, and others who I don't know who call in our prayer lines. One of our biggest prayer line requests is emotional needs and physical needs. And so out of those physical needs come a lot of emotion. And we're just trusting for God's very best for people in those situations.
Now, Crossroads is really about content and care.
Yes.
If we boiled it down to two things, content that shares the good news of God's love, and how and share testimony stories, first-person stories of people that come and share their story. And then when people respond, there's the care side of it. That's and so maybe just give us a thumbnail, quick, what happens in the care center here at Crossroads every day.
Well, we have many of our prayer partners who come in every day committed to just sharing the love of Christ with people. And we have prayer partners that go on the phone and pick up over 1,000 calls every day in our prayer center, dealing with emotional needs, physical needs, all kinds of needs. People are calling, and those who have been broken out of circumstances, similar to what Anne mentioned as well, broken from church environments and other people and circumstances of life, situations of life.
And people respond on the phones primarily, but more and more we're getting emails, we're getting people on our website that are responding and putting a prayer request right there that comes to our prayer center and gets prayed for. This is our latest app that we've been talking about on 100 Huntley Street, Crossroads 360 app. And so there's a little button there called Connect, and when you hit that button, it just says pray with someone, and it gives the prayer line, or you can just fill in your prayer request right there, hit send, and that comes to the care center, and you're able to spend some time when the prayer partners are not on the phones. They pray over those needs. And so it's a tremendous thing you're doing there. And the good news is that there's opportunity for people watching right now that are saying, I'd love to be involved in something like that. Because there is an easy training thing that can be done, even online, and people can even become in-home prayer partners anywhere in Canada and the U.S.
That's right.
Quickly talk about the opportunity there.
Yeah, it's a wonderful opportunity with modern technology, just like you've shown, and we are able to have people right in their homes, take the training course, go online, and support through prayer and praying with other people right from the comfort of their own home in Canada and in the U.S., and we're moving into more U.S. markets, and so it would be really important for those of you in the U.S. to come on board with us and help us to take those calls. Our call volumes are rising. And we're seeing that, and so unfortunately there is a measure of calls that we're not available to take currently, but we want to be able to get every one of those calls if we can, and support of people who would help us. About 4 hours a week would be great, and we'll work with their schedule. We definitely have a support package for them, resources for them, so they're not left alone. We walk with them every step of the way.
And some people watching right now say, that sounds great, but then fear kicks in and said, I don't know if I could do something like that. And I'm not really a tech savvy person. But those aren't really big issues to deal with, are they?
No, they're not. I mean, the Holy Spirit helps us, and when we pick up the phone, just like the very first time I picked up a call, I was very nervous, but I remember the Holy Spirit helping me to talk with this person and pray with them. And people are so grateful for someone on the other line that cares. If you care, that's all you need to have, and the rest will just come naturally, and we will help you. Every step of the way, we'll be there for you.
So maybe someone, if you're retired perhaps, or maybe you just have some time, you could say, I can do that. That could be a ministry to me, to others. The phone number you see there, 1-855-856-6868, a toll-free number that'll come to the Care Centre. You get to talk to someone about it, or go online and click on the Prayer Centre information. You can find out how you can become a prayer partner. Diana, thank you so much for what you're doing. Keep up the great work, and all your team members, give them our love, okay, from everyone watching, everyone that is perhaps called the prayer line. I know, appreciate it so much. So thank you.
My pleasure.